No, you don't need David Goggins level discipline to triple your productivity. What you do need are these 3 steps, which aren't that easy to implement, but I guarantee you that they are simple. Just so that you can actually understand that you should listen to me, by using these scientific protocols that I'm going to share with you, I've been able to 3x my own output, reclaim 50 hours per week because I reduced my screen time down from 8 hours to 30 minutes, and I've been able to permanently overcome procrastination, burnout, and overwhelm. As you can see, that's my weekly schedule, and that's a picture of me working with my dog on my lap for some reason because I felt like adding that. Now, I've also been able to help multiple different entrepreneurs using the principles that I'm going to share with you. And to understand what exactly I'm going to be sharing with you, let's look at this diagram. These are the 3 pillars of productivity: time, energy, and attention. With your time being stuff like time management, your energy being, your mood, and your attention being your focus, concentration, whatever you want to call it. Now, although the 3 steps are not going to be about these 3 pillars individually, I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 steps in order to comply with these principles. Okay? And I can definitely assure you that you do not have to suffer using your discipline and willpower, because elite entrepreneurs, they do not have to rely on these motivational David Goggins reels that you've probably been watching too much of. They instead rely on systems that force a high level of output automatically and naturally. The first one of these systems is friction engineering. Now, if you've read the book Atomic Habits, you're probably familiar with what I mean by friction. Essentially, as you can see in the diagram over here, this man trying to push this box on the ground, whatever it's for, he's trying to move forward towards the goal, but the friction is holding him back and reducing his efficiency. You have to understand that productivity skyrockets the moment that starting the task becomes effortless and doesn't have that level of friction. The goal is to remove everything that slows down the first 10 seconds of action. And the way we do this is by reducing friction for the stuff that we want to do more of, which is work and productive shit, and stuff that we don't want to do more of, like doom scrolling on your phone. We want to increase friction for those activities. So you can reduce friction by pre-planning your day the night before, disabling every distraction, and prepping yourself for the next work session. Now, what I mean by the last point, prepping yourself for the next work session, after you're done with one task or one block of work, when you're taking that break, make sure that you're preparing for the next work session or the next break. So open the tabs that you need to do on your computer, have your setup right so that you can just effortlessly enter that work zone the next time you're supposed to work. And increasing friction includes putting your phone in another room so that it's harder to reach, and putting app blockers or screen time is what I've been using. If you make distraction difficult, it will, be way less appealing to your brain. This is a very stupidly simple thing to do. All you have to do is just follow these things, just put them into your life, and they will just generate return on investments for you. So it's very simple, very easy, even if it might sound very stupid. Trust me, it does work in the case of me and my clients. But doing all this does not matter at all unless you change how you run your day. We're going to be now diving into the changing of your structure each day. Your brain does its best work in long uninterrupted focus windows, and I'm not just saying that out of my ass. Achieving a flow state through deep work, fully immersive, distraction-free focus can boost your productivity by up to 500%. 500%. Imagine that. You can reach your goals 5 times faster just by doing this. Most people think that entering a flow state is luck, but elite performers and entrepreneurs who are out competing you are entering the state consistently on a daily basis. So that's what we're going to be going over right now. Focus windows. I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with what deep work is and what the flow state is. My ideal work structure to enter the state is 90 minutes of work, followed by a 20 to 30 minute break. As you can see, this is my calendar, which you've seen before. Now, this has also been scientifically backed, and the reason why it works is because of ultradian rhythms. Your brain has its own natural cycle of releasing dopamine, norepinephrine, and other neurotransmitters during flow states. So, 90 minutes of work with a short break is how you can align yourself with these rhythms, if that makes sense. If you want to implement this, you can watch my free training on how to enter the flow state, which you can check, it's on my channel. But just a brief, couple of tips. Turn off your notifications and any other distractions. Make sure you're only setting one task per work session. Have a clear target before starting, and end it with a micro reward in order to give yourself that positive reinforcement to do the thing again. Finally, we're going to be going over how you can consistently be productive and do this without burning out, because that's probably what you've been struggling with if you've not been able to be consistent with it. And what we're going to be doing is maximizing your energy, because if your energy sucks, your productivity sucks. High performance is largely physiological, not just psychological. Energy optimization is the final step. And before you click off after seeing these basic tips like sleep, movement, nutrition, recovery, please keep in mind that you probably suck at this, so you might want to stick around, okay? Because I also sucked at this very much, even though I thought I was amazing at it. You have to perform like a machine, and in order to do this, you need to have a consistent power source or electricity source. And yeah, that comes from sleep, movement, nutrition, recovery. And make sure that you're consistently putting in these steps into your life. Sleeping 79 hours daily, exercising daily, eating like a Homo sapien instead of eating factory made food which is highly processed and killing your body, and having active recovery such as light exercise during breaks or getting in sunlight in order to reset the nervous system. Now, 90% of you will just ignore this, brush it off, think that you're already good enough, but only 10% of you will actually improve. And I hope that you watching this are the 10%. Alright? So be consistent with it, because you most likely are slacking off, like I am probably as well. Something that we all have to keep in mind. But yeah, that wraps it all up. Before you click off, keep in mind that you need to take action and optimize the 3 pillars of productivity, which are time, energy, and attention. So engineer friction to your advantage, work in productive focus windows, and optimize your energy. Thank you for watching, and if you are an entrepreneur who want to triple your daily output in 90 days instead of taking the long way, trial and error, stuff like that, you want to solve procrastination, overwhelm, or burnout, get back 20 plus hours per week, and scale your business to your desired revenue fast, all guaranteed by me, book a quick chat with me to discuss a game plan or solution on how I can help you. Link in the description for that. And yeah, see you in the next video, or see you in the call if I am going to chat to you. Thank you for watching again. Hope you take action and hope this helps.